is good. This is actually nice. Okay, YouTube, you all know it's your boy Daddy. If you didn't know Daddy, well now you know Daddy. You don't need too much about it, and that is just that on that. So, as you all can see by the title, I am doing a story time for you all today. This is actually going to be a juicy one. So just get into it. Let's just tap in. First thing first, I actually want to show you guys something, right? Look what I got. Boom. Capricorn. You already know what the fuck that means. Now, by the time that you're seeing this video, it's probably going to be past my birthday. I am going to say that you guys will get my actual birthday footages, like content. Oh my gosh, great stuff. Probably not until February, because I already have videos postponed for this month. So you guys will probably actually get all those content in the month of February. It's either going to be on this page, or it might just be on Bestie House page. It depends. Or I might just, we'll just see. I don't know yet. We're going to see how that's going to work and how we're going to do that. But I am coming up with some great birthday content videos. I am meeting a new group of friends. So this should be like quite an experience. But anyways, first of all, we're here for a video. We're here. We have a content. We have a title to stick to. So let's go ahead. Let's get straight into the video. This story time, I decided to make this more like, I'm trying to see if I want to pick a moment about my abusive ex, or maybe the whole direction of us being together. Now, actually, I'm going to give you the whole base. And it's probably going to be like 3 parts, right? Part 1, part 2, and part 3. So we're going to name this person H. We're going to name this person H. H was an ex of mine that I was with before. H. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a part 1, 2, 3, so whatever. So, anyways, so we're going to name him H. So, I'm not going to lie. During that time, y'all, I was in desperate relationship. I really wanted to be in a relationship at the time. Why? That would be another story for another day. But at this point in my life, I feel less confident. I feel not so much self-love. I feel like I just was not in my best prime at the time. I wasn't in my best feeling. I wasn't in my best self. I was just really just going with the flow, if that makes sense, right? So, in the process of me going through that, I was like really in search of a relationship. So I was like, you know what? I want to get in a relationship. I want to find me an actual boyfriend. I've never had a boyfriend. I never been in a relationship with a guy. I've had sex with him before, but I've never necessarily had an actual relationship with a guy, which is something I actually wanted to try. So, you know, you go on Facebook dating. You know, mind you, at this time I'm in college. I did apply for my first apartment. And I was basically in, I'm trying to see, did I get approved and then I met him? Or, no. Did I get approved and then I met him? No, I got approved first, and then I met him. Yes, so I got approved for my apartment, but I was in college at the time, right? So this is like the first semester. Going into like November, December, definitely I got approved for my apartment. I would say that going into next year, like the second semester, somewhere in between like January, February, March, is when I met this person, right? On the Facebook dating app, right? And here is the first red flag. When I met this person, you know, we did form a connection. I'm gonna say that. But it was fast. So we only met literally for about a month, y'all. Literally only for about a month. Only for about a month. And we were basically just talking and texting, and we said, you know what? Let's do it. You know, we can be together. Let's make this shit happen, you know? Dumb. This was years ago, y'all. When I say years, I mean years. I want to say damn near, this had to be 5 or 6, wow. 5, 6 years ago? That's wild. Okay, yeah. 5, 6 years ago. Anyways, let me stop. Anyways, yes. So wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm just really in shock right now. But anyway, yeah. So after a month of meeting each other, we said, you know what, we're gonna be together. Let's get together. I had him move into my place. At this time, I already moved into my new apartment. So he basically kind of just moved in. That was the first red flag. Meeting him within a month of actually being, having him move into my house was the second red flag. Having a nigga move into your house after you just met them, no time of dating, second red flag. But again, I was desperate. I wanted it. This is what I wanted. I wanted to be a relationship. I wanted to be loved. I wanted to be next to a person, lay next to a person, booed up. I'm trying to get me some too. Shit, everybody else got that boo. Why the fuck I can't get mine? But there's a way to go about it. But things were going good. When you first get with somebody, it's a fairy tale. And when I say we've been fucking, we've been fucking. We've been doing a whole lot of in the beginning, and it was cool. I felt like I was enjoying myself. I never had this thing going on. So I'm like, let's do that one. Here is the third red flag. The third red flag was before he came to my house, y'all, I actually picked him up from a group home. I picked him up from a group home. And I didn't think too much of it. I was just like, why did you seem different from everybody? He was talking to me, he was talking all nice, the memory starts to kick in. But he was talking to me, talking all nice, and telling me his experiences and how the people of the state treat him because of his parents dropping him and just all of this, stories. And I'm like, damn, that's fucked up, and he had me hooked, okay? So I'm like, well, maybe I can help you. Maybe you can come here and get you a job. Maybe you can, So I picked him up from a group home. Now, it wasn't a simple pickup. This person I was picking up, tell me why I pulled up to this house, y'all, right? And I pulled up to his house, the group home, and he tells me to pull over to the side. Like, his house is on the corner, I guess, and the side is like right here. So he wanted me to pull down to the side, the corner house right here. And I'm just like, I must have looked over through my window, and he throwing bags, like clothes bags, suitcase, shit out from the top window. The top window. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because I'm not going to be here getting in trouble for nobody. Do you hear what I'm saying? So yes, he throwing bags and he doing all of this from the top window. And he's saying basically he was leaving the house. He was on the phone. I'm hearing it. I'm leaving. I don't care. I'm leaving. And da-da-da-da. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You're leaving what? You're home? Why? Why are you running away? Basically, he was being considered as running away or leaving. You know what I'm saying? So those were already my first red 3 flags, y'all. Now, remind you, I was desperate at this time. I'm not thinking. I'm just like, damn, and the shit that he's telling me, I believe it. I'm like, okay, cool. Y'all not gonna do him like that. I'm gonna have him have a better life. Y'all wanna know what really happened? Things got very abusive in our relationship. But I picked them up. We get on the road. We get to, my house. And like I said, we started fucking a lot lately. We were just really just kind of enjoying the beginning journey of things. Now, I started to venture off into my business, summer dance boot camp, right? And I was finna get a studio, I think, at this time. Yes, I actually ended up getting a studio. But I was finna get a studio, I ended up getting the studio. And I can say this. H was very supportive in my career. I can say that. Anything with dancing, anything with my dance business, dance boot camp, anything that has something to do with traveling to go look at a performance, I mean, he was there. Like, he was all for it. Like, if it had something to do with success, businesses, he was all for it. And he made a way. Like, I don't know. It was time where we needed food. Y'all hear me? He made a way. He would go on these apps, I don't know how or what, literally on these apps, just random apps, and literally finding resources and finding ways of getting money and helping us out. So those are the things I'm going to give him before we start getting into the tea as to why I broke up with her. So the dance business came around, right? And of course he contributed, some of his money. I have my money already. And we trying to get this thing going. Like I said, he was very supportive in that era. Some of the things that I've been noticing around this time is H has been having some manipulative ways, right? I'm in a honeymoon. I'm thinking everything is going great. We're about to start my business. It's been a couple of months in now. You in my house, you in my apartment, and things is going good. But I'm noticing some of the manipulative ways that I'm seeing, right? And when I say that, I mean like manipulating the situation or making you feel like you're wrong about shit that you was not wrong about. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, so I can't really say exactly as to what was happening, or I can't get into details, but I just know that, like I said, he was having some manipulative behaviors. He was lying about shit. He was just lying about little shit, like washing dishes, like just little shit. You get what I'm saying? Just lying. So I'm just like, but I didn't think too much of it. I'm just thinking we just going through our relationship phase, This person actually had the audacity to put his hands on me. When I called him out on his shit. When I started noticing his lies and I started, mind you, I'm the type of person, I'm a Capricorn, y'all. So it's like I pay attention to every little, I'm not stupid. Anybody's gonna play me down. That's one thing that I always had in me. I was smart as fuck. I knew some things even if I did not know what was going on. So I feel like because I was getting to a point where I was cracking his shells and really starting to see shit that I'm seeing it for and speaking up on, not even speaking up. Honestly, I just taking in a lot of shit until he thought it was okay to put his hands on me. I didn't even fight back. So, listen, that is my part one, right? Part two would be about basically our physical altercations that we have had in our relationship and some of the most traumatic experiences that I had to actually endure, like being taken advantage of, or when someone taking your hearing objects and throwing the bitches out into the streets for the bus to run them over, or you buying the motherfucker food even after y'all done broke up and still being supportive of him. But when you pull up to bring the food, next thing you know, we're tussling and he find his way to the driver's seat of my car and try to actually run off with it. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would like for you guys to go ahead, subscribe, like, and comment. Comment down below. What video do y'all want to see? What video do y'all want to see from me? You know, do you feel like my editing is getting better? You know, do you like the video? Do you don't like the video? If you don't like it, let me know. If you feel like I should do better on how I'm telling my stories, let me know. You know, anything. Good or bad. It don't matter. I just want to say, like I said, thank you all for actually watching my video. Subscribe, like, and comment if you haven't. And stay tuned for the next day and the next video.